Hey, Melania. Hope this isn't a bad time. Just thought I'd check in real quick. Good evening, Sue. Not at all. What's going on? Nothing serious or anything. I just realized, isn't today exactly 1 month since you moved in? Oh, wow. Yes, I guess it is. I hadn't been keeping track. I have a good memory for these things. Anyway, congrats! A whole month in the gated community. How fancy. Thank you. It's been a big change, but we're all settling in well. I bet you are. I mean, this place is no joke. Most people can't even dream of moving in here, you know. We worked toward it for a long time. My husband and I had talked about finding a place like this for years. So, wait, do you guys own this house or are you renting? We bought it. It was a big decision, but we wanted to put down roots before our child started kindergarten. Wow, buying in here must have cost a fortune. Seriously, I heard just the entrance fee to the neighborhood association is outrageous. It wasn't easy, but we were lucky with the timing and the seller. We saved up for quite a while. Still impressive. Honestly, I always see you doing everything. School drop-offs, groceries, you name it. I don't think I've ever seen your husband. He works from home. He's usually pretty tied up with his projects, so I handle most of the errands. Oh, I see. So he's one of those stay-at-home laptop guys. Gotcha. He works in tech, mostly, freelance consulting and support. His schedule's unpredictable, but he stays busy. That explains why he's always holed up. I honestly thought maybe he was unemployed or taking a break or something. No, nothing like that. He just doesn't need to commute. Right. The remote work lifestyle must be nice. My ex used to say he worked from home, but mostly he just watched golf in his underwear. Well, my husband definitely keeps himself busy. Speaking of home stuff, my daughter said your kid mentioned something the other day. Something about a hot tub? Yes, we have one in the backyard. It came with the house, actually. What? Like an actual hot tub? Jets and bubbles and all that? Yes, I suppose so. It's a real one. That's so cool. I've literally never even seen one in person, let alone used one. Really? Yeah, I mean, come on, who actually owns one of those things? Only rich people in movies, right? You're basically living the dream. It's mostly my husband's thing. He likes to relax after work. I honestly haven't even used it myself. You haven't? Girl, if I had a hot tub, you'd never get me out of it. I'd be in there every night with a glass of wine. Yeah, I guess I'm more of a shower and done kind of person. Still, I'd love to see it sometime. I mean, just out of curiosity, I've always wondered what they look like up close. Oh, well, sure, maybe sometime. Really? Oh, that'd be amazing. You don't even know how rare this is around here. It's not much, but you're welcome to see it someday, I suppose. Yay! Actually, since your husband's the one who uses it, maybe he could show me how it works. You mean my husband? Yeah, like what the buttons do, how the settings work, that kind of thing. I'm sure he knows it way better than you do. I mean, maybe. I'd probably have to ask him first. Oh, of course. I wouldn't just barge in or anything. But hey, if he's around next time I stop by, maybe he could give me a little demo? I guess we'll see. He's usually working, so it might not be the best timing. No pressure or anything. I just think it'd be fun. A little tour. I promise I'm harmless. Right. You're such a sweetheart, Melania. I'm so glad you moved here. We're going to be such good friends. I just know it. Thanks. I hope so. Hey, Melania. Sorry to message this late, but there's something you really need to hear. Good evening, Sue. It's pretty late, yeah? What's going on? I wasn't going to say anything, but I ran into your husband recently. It was a total accident, I swear. Just one of those things. You ran into my husband? Where? At the convenience store. He was fixing himself a hot dog, earbuds in, humming along to the music. I tapped him on the shoulder and we started chatting. It was surprisingly natural. I see. Well, that's strange. He usually orders delivery when he's working late. Anyway, we totally hit it off. Like, the spark was absolutely instant. You could feel it. Sue, I think you're misreading something. He's friendly with everyone. We were laughing about the hot tub, remember? And guess what? He said I should try it out sometime with him. Excuse me? Are you saying my husband invited you into our hot tub? Yep, he said he'd give me the full experience, whatever that means. Honestly, I have to say his invitation piqued my curiosity. That's absurd. He would never say something like that. Maybe you just don't know him as well as I do. People show different sides to different people, you know. Sue, let's not beat around the bush here. Are you actually suggesting that my husband is trying to start up an affair with you? Not yet, but it's headed that way. If the chemistry is good, we'll probably take an overnight trip. This isn't funny. You're saying things that could seriously damage a family's bonds. Oh, come on, don't be such a Debbie Downer. We're all adults here. Sometimes people connect. It's not cheating, it's fate. You're calling it fate? You're talking about my husband, my family. I mean, he lit up when he saw me. It's not something you fake, trust me. He probably just looked surprised because you ambushed him. Honestly, Melania, maybe it's time for you to move out. I've basically won already. Why drag it out? Won? Won what? This isn't a contest. You sound completely unhinged. I mean, you are genuinely telling me to just hand over my husband to you. You don't have a choice in the matter, Melania. I always get what I want. Always. And right now, I want him. You're living in a bizarre fantasy world. My husband would never cheat on me, especially not with someone who lives across the street. Go ahead and keep telling yourself that, but the romantic tension between us is out of this world. You can deny it all you want. I know what I felt. You felt something because you wanted to. He probably said 2 polite sentences and walked away. You should have seen his smile, the way he looked at me. He was clearly imagining all sorts of things. Honestly, I don't blame him. I looked fantastic in the outfit I had on that day. Sue, are you even listening to yourself? This sounds completely made up. Again, you can keep pretending that your husband is devoted to you and everything's going to be fine, but it won't change what's coming. What's coming is a serious boundary conversation. I've been tolerant until now, but this is harassment. You're just scared because you know I'm right. You see it too. He's slipping away. No, I see someone desperate for attention inventing a love story she was never part of. Keep laughing now, but don't cry later when he leaves. He's not going anywhere, and neither am I. Hey, can I ask you something?
Sure, what's up?
You were home all day yesterday, right?
Yeah? Why?
You didn't go out for anything, not even a quick trip?
Nope. I didn't even eat lunch. I was buried in that deadline. You saw me, didn't you? I didn't move from my desk all day.
Okay, that's what I thought. Just needed to double check.
Why? Did something happen?
Have you ever talked to Sue? She's Lisa's mom from down the street.
Huh? Sue? Oh, is she the one with the really big curls and the designer stroller?
That's the one.
I mean, I've seen her at the school drop-off loop a couple times. We nodded once, I think. Maybe I said hi to her a couple times. That's about it. Why?
So you've never actually spoken to her, like a real conversation?
No, not unless you count hi as a conversation. Why do you ask?
She told me you two ran into each other recently.
She did? That's odd. When did that meeting supposedly happen?
She didn't give an exact day, just said you ran into each other. She claims you had some sort of moment?
Wait, what kind of moment?
She said you two hit it off, and there was a lot of talk about your hot tub. And then, brace yourself, she said you invited her to join you in it.
What?
She said you told her to come over when I'm out so the two of you could have the full experience together, whatever that means.
That's insane! That never happened!
I know. I told her it sounded ridiculous, but she was very confident.
Okay, now I'm actually disturbed. I swear to God, I've never even spoken a full sentence to that woman.
That's what I figured.
I'm telling you, I've said hi a couple times while dropping off the kids. That's it.
She also said that if your chemistry was good, the two of you would go on an overnight trip to a hot spring together.
What the hell?
She phrased it like a plan already in motion. Said it so casually, too, like it was set in stone.
She's delusional! I've literally never invited anyone anywhere, especially not her. Are you kidding me?
She seems to think you're in love with her.
Oh, for the love of God, what is that woman trying to do to me?
She told me I should pack my bags because you're basically hers now.
Melania, I don't even know this woman. I would never cheat on you. You know that, right?
Of course I do. You don't even leave the house. It seems to me that she's basing this on fantasy, and it's a really detailed one.
This is seriously creeping me out. Where is she getting this stuff?
I have no idea. But she said our daughter mentioned the hot tub to her kid, and from there she just spiraled.
So because a 4-year-old mentioned a hot tub, now I'm supposedly seducing her mother?
Apparently.
Wow.
Also, she told me, straight-faced, that it's true love and fate, so that means it's not really cheating.
I feel like just hearing this conversation secondhand is gonna give me an aneurysm.
I think she really believes it.
Unbelievable. What do the other parents say about her?
I haven't heard much. You?
Actually, yeah. A couple of the other dads told me to steer clear. Said she's always sniffing around guys who look like they've got money.
Seriously?
Yeah, I thought they were just exaggerating, but maybe not.
Wow. Well, it's safe to say that she's targeting you next. I think this whole thing was her way of laying groundwork.
For what? A fantasy hot tub romance?
Something like that. Maybe she thought I'd panic or give up.
She's messing with the wrong couple.
I know. Still, this kind of gossip can spread fast. We should be careful not to fan the flames.
Yeah. Any specific plan? What do you want me to do?
For now, I'll handle the drop-offs and errands. You just stay home and keep your head down. It's not a punishment. It's just safer. The less people see you, the harder it is for her to make up stories.
Good call. That would make it harder for her to spread more bizarre lies about me. Duh, I hate that we even have to think like this.
So do I, but I'm not going to let her twist reality. We'll stay one step ahead of her.
Okay, I trust you.
And I trust you. That's why this didn't shake me.
Considering a woman literally just came up to you and said she was having an affair with me, it means a lot to hear that.
Of course, we'll be fine. She's not going to get what she wants.
I still can't believe she actually said all that to you.
Right? And the way she said it was just so victorious. Like she thought I had already surrendered.
You? Surrender? Ha! She clearly doesn't know you very well.
No, but she's about to. Hey there, Melania. Would you like to know where I am right now? You might want to sit down for this, Melania. Hopefully it's somewhere very, very far away from here. Oh, it's far, all right. I'm at a luxury spa resort. It is a mountain view, a private spa, all the high-end touches, and your husband lying in bed beside me. Is that right? We just spent the entire evening in the hot tub, wrapped up in each other like we were the only two people. Sounds like a fun way to spend an evening. He kept saying things like, "With you, I can breathe again," and "You make me feel like myself." I didn't even have to pull it out of him. He just opened up. It was beautiful, raw, real. I'll alert the Academy Awards. He told me, and this is his exact wording, he's never had a connection like this. Not once. Not with you. Not with anyone. Only me. I see. And did he whisper that before or after dessert? You can make jokes all you want. It won't change the fact that I've already won. He said he's going to leave you. He said it like it was already decided. He just hasn't figured out how to tell you yet. This is just sheer bliss. I am finally getting the kind of man I have always deserved. You can say that again. He says he makes $15,000 a month. That's almost $200,000 a year. Do you have any idea what it's like to finally be chosen by someone successful? Someone who actually has something to offer? Can't say I do, no. I've spent years scraping by with men who couldn't afford to take me to a gas station snack aisle, but now I've got a man who knows how to treat a woman. So I'll let you keep your house, Melania. It's cute, but I'm keeping your husband. You're absolutely sure he's brought you to that resort? Of course I'm sure. How could I do all the things I just did to him without even knowing who he is? Great, then we should probably clear something up. There's something you should know before you embarrass yourself any further. My husband is sitting right next to me right now. Come on, Melania, you really don't need to keep pretending. I understand that this must be hard for you, but denial doesn't make it go away. He brought me here himself. He said he needed distance from all the noise, and from you. No, Sue, he never left the house. He's been here all day, chatting on the patio about lawn care with the neighbors and drinking the same lukewarm coffee. The person you're with right now is not my husband. That's ridiculous. I know for a fact that he's your husband. He said the hot tub came with your house. He described the layout, the fence, everything. So I'm sorry, but you're going to have to accept that Frank is mine now. My husband's name isn't Frank, it's Steve. What? Frank lives 2 houses down. He also has a hot tub, and they got their fence done by the same contractor we did. He's tall, smug, always walking around with that fake designer belt like it means something. No, he told me he worked in tech. He said he has his own company. He said he made $15,000 a month. He makes $15,000 a year, not a month. That's barely enough to cover groceries, and you turned it into a fantasy about wealth and success. He doesn't have a company. He doesn't even have a job. His wife pays for everything, including the trip you're on right now. Wait, what do you mean his wife paid for it? I mean, she's sitting across from me in my living room, sipping tea and laughing about how accurate her suspicions were. She knew he was planning something the moment her credit card alert pinged. No, he told me I was different. He said I was the one. He tells every woman that, Sue. You didn't take anyone's husband. You just let the neighborhood fraud take you for a fool. Speaking of Frank, he's not welcome back at his own house. Not that he needed the reminder. His wife has already packed up his things and changed the locks. And while we're on the subject, Sue, do you know what she's considering right now? No. What are you talking about? She's thinking about suing you. Not for adultery, although she could argue emotional damages. No, she's looking into theft. Theft? What are you even saying? Apparently, she's not the first wife who's had something go missing after her husband got tangled up with you. You have a reputation, Sue. Whenever you get close to a married man, his wife mysteriously loses jewelry, a perfume bottle, a silk robe, a little keepsake she thought was hers alone. That's insane. I've never... Okay, maybe I borrowed a few things, but that's not stealing. I didn't take anything important. What you took wasn't yours. That's what matters. And now other women are speaking up. You'd be surprised how many wives around here have stories that match hers. No. I thought... He said he was rich. He said he had money. I thought he was serious. He was serious about manipulating you. And you were serious about believing it because it gave you an excuse. I didn't think it would go this far. I didn't even like him that much. I just thought maybe this time I'd get lucky. So you targeted someone you thought was married to money, and instead of upgrading your life, you've just lit a match and tossed it into your own future. Please, Melania, I didn't mean to hurt anyone. I didn't even know he was lying. He made it sound so real. That's what men like Frank do. It doesn't change what you did. I just wanted something better, that's all. A little luxury, a man who could take care of things for once. I've spent years scraping by. I thought maybe, for once, I had something that could last. You tried to take something that wasn't yours. And when it wasn't working, you tried to tear someone else down so you could stand in her place. I didn't think anyone would notice. I didn't think they'd care. It was just perfume or earrings or... It wasn't about the things. It was about the message you sent every time you took something. I was here. I mattered. He chose me. Please don't let them sue me. I'm already in debt. I have a kid. I'm broke. I'm not some monster. I needed a way out. You don't get to plead for sympathy now. Not after you walked into someone else's life like you were entitled to it. You don't understand. You've always had it easier. You have a husband, a house, a life people actually want. And I've protected that life every single day. You don't get to resent what I've earned just because you gave up on building your own. Please, just don't let her go through with it. I swear I'll return everything. I'll apologize. I'll do whatever it takes. It's not up to me anymore. You made your choices, and the wives you hurt, they're finally making theirs. Sue was sued by Frank's wife for theft and emotional distress. Apparently, this wasn't her first time. She had a pattern. Whenever she got involved with a married man, something from his wife always went missing. Perfume bottles, earrings, expensive scarves. Trophies, you might say. Frank's wife had receipts, literally, and with my testimony to back her up, the case came together faster than any of us expected. She hired a sharp legal team, filed the paperwork, and finalized the divorce in just one day. Sue tried to talk her way out of it, said she didn't mean harm, said she only wanted a better life. But wanting something doesn't make it yours. Now she's stuck paying damages on top of the debt she was already drowning in. I heard she moved back in with her parents. No job, no friends, no more gated community gossip. Frank vanished too, probably chasing his next story. And as for me, I'm just glad to be going back to my good old-fashioned, ordinary, no-chaos life. Hi, Blair. It was really nice meeting you properly at the PTA introduction meeting yesterday. I'm Sarah Miller. I'm genuinely looking forward to getting more involved with the PTA this year. You seem to be very organized and a real leader in the group.
Sarah, yes, I vaguely recall. As you can see, some of us are naturally more instrumental in ensuring the PTA runs smoothly and maintains its rather impeccable reputation. It takes a certain level of dedication and, frankly, understanding of how things are really done around here.
I absolutely agree that dedicated parents are crucial, and I have some extensive experience in event planning from my previous career. I used to manage large corporate events, so I'm quite comfortable with logistics, vendor coordination, and all the details. I was hoping that experience might be useful here.
That's a different world from the kind of events we orchestrate. For our major fundraisers, like the upcoming Fall Gala at the Cypress Resort, my husband owns it, you know. We have a very established committee with a very specific and, might I add, highly successful vision.
Oh, the Cypress Resort! I've heard lovely things. Still, even with established teams, extra hands can often be a great help, especially with the sheer amount of work involved. I'm happy to assist with anything, even if it's just managing volunteers or helping with the setup.
We have very particular standards for our events. They reflect a certain level of elegance and exclusivity that our community has come to respect. It's rather crucial for maintaining the right image and attracting the right kind of support.
Elegance and exclusivity are definitely important goals. I have experience with high-end events as well, so I'm confident I can contribute positively, even to events with a sophisticated aesthetic.
Our core team comprises of individuals with a very refined sense of what resonates with our demographic. They are, shall we say, extremely well-connected within the more influential circles in town.
Connections are certainly valuable. I also have a fairly extensive network from my professional life that might be beneficial for fundraising or securing sponsorships, if that's ever a need.
That's potentially something to consider down the line. However, our fundraising efforts are typically quite robust through our existing channels. We have a very generous base of long-standing supporters who understand our priorities.
I understand. Still, I'm here and genuinely eager to help the school in any way that would be beneficial. Please, don't hesitate to reach out if any unexpected needs arise.
We appreciate the sentiment, Sarah. We tend to rely on parents who have a deep understanding of our ethos and the established way things function within our PTA. It ensures a certain continuity and avoids any, well, let's just say deviations from our proven methods.
Ethos, I see. Well, I'm a quick learner and very adaptable. I'm sure I could align with the PTA's ethos.
It's something that is usually cultivated through years of dedicated involvement and a shared understanding of our community's expectations. Our core members have a very intuitive grasp of these nuances.
Right. Well, I'm looking forward to becoming a more involved member of the school community. Please let me know how I can best contribute within that framework.
We will, Sarah. Thank you again for your willingness. We'll be in touch if a suitable opportunity arises for more general, less specialized tasks. Nadia, darling, have you had a chance to look over the initial proposal for the fall gala at the resort? I've CC'd the usual suspects, Tiffany, Chloe, and Julian, of course. We need to get the preliminary brainstorming done before we bring it to the wider group. Wouldn't want to muddy the waters with less refined ideas at this stage.
Blair, yes, I took a quick look. The theme sounds lovely, very Cypress chic. Tiffany's suggestion for the champagne tower is divine, and Julian's connections with the string quartet are, as always, impeccable. Just wondering, though, shouldn't we include Sarah in this initial planning? She seemed quite enthusiastic at the intro meeting and mentioned having event experience. More hands on deck, you know?
Nadia, sweetie, you know how crucial it is to have a cohesive vision from the outset. Our core group, the four of us, we just get each other. We understand the level of sophistication and the particular expectations of our donor base. Bringing in someone new at this stage, especially someone who might not quite grasp the nuances we're aiming for, could really dilute the initial concept. It's nothing personal against Sarah, of course. She seems perfectly nice. But our fundraising efforts require a certain finesse that comes from years of experience within our specific social circles.
I understand the value of a cohesive vision, Blair, but Sarah did mention managing corporate events. Those can be quite high pressure and require a lot of organizational skill. Maybe she has some insights we haven't considered? Fresh perspectives can sometimes be valuable, can't they?
Darling Nadia, corporate events are hardly the same as orchestrating a glamorous charity gala at a high-end resort. We're talking about a completely different level of ambiance and guest expectation. Our attendees aren't just corporate types looking for a tax write-off. They're established members of the community, many of whom are personal friends. They expect a certain level of exclusivity and polish. Our little quartet here, we instinctively understand that. We know which florists have the right touch, which caterers understand discreet luxury, and which auction items will truly tempt our patrons. It's a delicate ecosystem, and introducing someone who isn't attuned to its subtleties could be, well, let's just say less than ideal.
I see your point about the established dynamic, but excluding someone who's offered to help so early on, does not it risk making them feel unwelcome? We want to encourage participation from new parents, don't we?
Of course we do, and Sarah will absolutely have opportunities to participate. There will be plenty of tasks that require willing volunteers closer to the event. You know, setting up decorations, managing registration, perhaps even assisting with the silent auction item display. Those are all crucial roles, and I'm sure Sarah would be perfectly capable in those areas. But at the initial conceptualization and the strategic planning, that really needs to remain with those who have a proven track record and a deep understanding of our brand, if you will. We've cultivated a certain image for our PTA events, and we need to maintain that consistency.
Your brand, as you call it, Blair, does seem to revolve heavily around the resort and your social connections. It just feels a little insular sometimes, doesn't it? We're a PTA for all the parents at the school, after all.
Nadia, darling, our fundraising efforts directly benefit all the children at the school. And to maximize those benefits, we need to appeal to those who have the capacity to give generously. Our established network understands that, and they respond accordingly. Maintaining a certain level of prestige around our events is simply a strategic necessity. It's not about being exclusionary, it's about being effective. And frankly, involving too many voices in the initial stages can often lead to diluted outcomes. Trust me on this. Our little core group knows what we're doing.
Hey, Nadia, you made it to the PTA meeting today, right? Hi, Sarah. Yes, I was there. You were trying to offer some ideas for the fall gala at Blair's husband's resort, weren't you? Yeah, just a few thoughts on logistics and maybe some alternative vendors to keep costs reasonable. I noticed Blair seemed preoccupied. She was mostly talking with Tiffany and Chloe. That's all right. They seem to have a good handle on things. She mentioned the resort quite a bit, though, how everything there is top-notch. It sounds lovely. I've never been. It is very nice. I remember being there for a charity event a while back. The decor is quite distinctive, very high-quality furniture. Oh, really? What kind of style? Very modern, elegant. I recall noticing the brand, actually. It was Artisan Furnishings, if I remember correctly. Really beautiful stuff. Artisan Furnishings? The name sounds familiar. They're quite well known, I think. High-end designer stuff, very stylish. Blair seemed very proud to be hosting the gala there. Well, it's generous of her and her husband to offer the venue. It is, but she definitely made it clear that it's her connections making it happen. Anyway, I just wanted to say, don't let Blair's focus on her inner circle discourage you. I appreciate you offering to help. Thanks, Nadia. I appreciate that. I'm here to support the school however I can. Well, that's great. And you never know where connections might lead. You mentioned your event planning background. That could be really valuable. I hope so. We'll see how things unfold. Blair, about the fall gala at the Cypress Resort, it's going to be stunning, as always. Charles has such impeccable taste.
Indeed, he understands the importance of creating the right atmosphere. Everything at the resort reflects a certain standard, wouldn't you agree?
Absolutely. I especially admire the furniture, that sleek, modern style. It was all artisan furnishings, wasn't it? I recall noticing the nameplates.
Yes, Charles handled all of that during the last renovation. He has a real flair for interior design. They are quite striking.
They are such quality. I was browsing their website recently. They have a beautiful new collection, and the CEO is a woman named Sarah Miller, I believe.
Oh, well, I wouldn't be involved in the procurement details. Charles deals with all the suppliers. As long as the resort looks the part, that's his domain.
Right, of course. It just struck me. Sarah, that's the name of the new PTA member who's been so eager to help, isn't it?
Yes, Sarah, it is. What exactly are you suggesting, Nadia? It's a common name.
It is, but Artisan Furnishings is a pretty significant international company. It just seemed like a interesting coincidence. A new PTA member with event planning experience and the CEO of a major company shares her first name?
I still fail to see your point, Nadia. What does the CEO of some furniture conglomerate have to do with Sarah's offers to organize the bake sale?
Artisan Furnishings isn't just any furniture company, Blair. Their designs are featured in high-end establishments worldwide. It just feels like a detail worth noting. You know, Blair, thinking more broadly, involving different people can sometimes lead to really unexpected and positive outcomes. Sarah's enthusiasm is genuine, and her professional background could offer a fresh perspective on the gala. If we use her abilities, we could even attract a wider range of attendees or sponsors. Being a little more inclusive with the planning might surprise you.
Nadia, while I appreciate your egalitarian ideals, we have a very specific vision for this gala, one that has proven incredibly successful in the past. Our core team has cultivated a certain level of expertise and understands precisely what our donors expect. Introducing new, potentially untested ideas at this crucial stage could jeopardize the entire event's success. More importantly, it could jeopardize our fundraising goals for the school. We need to be strategic, and our current approach works.
Hi, Blair. I hope you're having a productive day. I was nearby and thought I'd swing by the Cypress to see if I could lend a hand with the gala prep. You mentioned it gets hectic closer to the date. Let me know if there's anything I can do, even simple tasks.
Sarah, this is rather unexpected. Yes, preparations are underway. However, our core team has a very specific system. Having extra people without understanding our flow can be more disruptive than helpful.
I understand about the system, but I learn quickly and am willing to follow instructions. If there are straightforward tasks, I'm happy to take them on, even organizing supplies or initial decor setup. I just thought I could be an extra resource.
I appreciate your enthusiasm, but the gala setup is quite detailed and requires a specific touch. Our team has been planning for weeks. Everyone has assigned roles aligned with their understanding of our brand. Introducing someone new now could lead to errors.
I see about the detailed planning, but surely there are basic tasks. Moving items, initial layouts, vendor check-in. I'm not looking to take over, just support.
Our dedicated resort staff handles the physical labor. PTA volunteers focus on aesthetics and guest management. Your offer is noted, but without a specific role in our structure, it's not contributing to efficiency.
So you'd prefer I just leave, even though I'm here and willing to help? Seems a bit unwelcoming for a new member.
We welcome strategic participation aligned with our structure. Right now, our team needs to focus without unnecessary distractions. While I appreciate your eagerness, your presence without a pre-assigned role is becoming just that.
A distraction? I'm simply offering assistance, not trying to get in the way.
We are on a tight schedule. Having someone unfamiliar on site at this stage slows us down. We have to explain things and ensure you're not disrupting our workflow.
I promise I won't slow things down, just one specific task. I can follow instructions precisely.
Sarah, there isn't a spare task that fits your current understanding of our prep. Every role is filled by someone involved from the beginning.
This feels unnecessarily exclusionary. I'm a PTA member like everyone else.
Look, Sarah, I need to be direct. Your continued insistence on staying, despite my explanations, is becoming disruptive and a hindrance. We have a significant event to execute flawlessly.
So what are you saying?
I am saying that if you do not leave now, I will have to ask the resort staff to escort you off the property. We cannot afford further delays or distractions. Our time is extremely limited.
Look, Blair, I'm genuinely trying to help. I understand you have your system, but completely shutting me out like this feels unwelcoming. I'm a member of this PTA too, and I want to contribute.
Sarah, my priority is the success of this gala and the funds it raises for our children. That requires efficiency and a team that works seamlessly. Right now, you being here is neither.
So my willingness to help you is actually a problem for you? I find that really disappointing, Blair. I came here in good faith thinking we were all working towards the same goal.
Good intentions don't always translate to effective action, Sarah, especially when dealing with an event of this scale and the expectations of our donors. We have a reputation to uphold.
And I could have potentially helped uphold that reputation with my experience, but you haven't even given me a chance.
I have assessed the situation, and my assessment is that your involvement at this stage would be counterproductive. It's as simple as that.
It doesn't feel simple. It feels like you're deliberately keeping anyone new out of your inner circle.
Our inner circle, as you call it, is comprised of dedicated individuals who have consistently delivered successful events for this PTA year after year. We trust their judgment and their ability to execute flawlessly.
And you don't trust that I could also contribute to that success, even in a small way?
Frankly, no, not at this crucial stage without the necessary background and understanding of our specific protocols.
This is really disheartening, Blair. I thought the PTA was all about parents working together.
It is, but different phases require different levels of involvement and expertise. Right now, we need our core team to focus.
And you're making it very clear that I'm not part of that core team and not welcome to even observe or learn.
Sarah, I have been more than patient. I have explained our process. Your continued presence is now actively impeding our progress.
So what are you going to do?
I'm going to repeat myself very clearly. You need to leave the premises immediately. If you do not, I will instruct the resort security to escort you off the property. This is no longer a request, Sarah. It is a directive.
You would actually have security throw me out for offering to help the PTA?
Yes, Sarah, I will. The success of this gala is paramount. Your continued presence is a hindrance. Please leave now before I am forced to take further action.
Blair, it's about Sarah. Remember our conversation earlier about the CEO of Artisan Furnishings having the same name?
Nadia, yes, vaguely. I dismissed it as a coincidence. What about it? I am swamped here.
Well, after our chat, I was curious, so I looked up Artisan Furnishings online. Specifically, I looked at their leadership page.
And please tell me this isn't going where I think it's going.
Blair, I saw her picture. The CEO of Artisan Furnishings? It's Sarah. The Sarah who you practically threatened to have thrown out of the resort this afternoon.
No. That's impossible. You must have the wrong person. There are so many Sarah Millers.
Blair, it's her. The photo is unmistakable. Same eyes, same smile. It's definitely her.
Oh my god. Charles is going to be furious. The entire resort is filled with her company's furniture. And I treated her like she was nothing.
You were incredibly dismissive from the moment she offered to help. You wouldn't even let her carry a box.
I didn't realize. She was so unassuming. I just assumed.
Assumed what, Blair? That someone who doesn't flaunt their wealth isn't powerful?
What do I do? What can I possibly do? The gala's here at our resort, surrounded by her company's work, and I acted like she was a nuisance.
You need to apologize, and you need to do it sincerely. Maybe even invite her to be more involved with the gala planning. Her insights could be invaluable considering her background.
Apologize? To the CEO of a major corporation? After I practically had her ejected from our property?
It's your only option, Blair. Imagine the fallout if she finds out through someone else. Or worse, if she remembers your treatment and decides to reconsider her business dealings with the resort.
You're right. I have to fix this now. What do I even say? How do I even begin to apologize for something like this?
Be genuine, acknowledge your misjudgment, and show that you truly value her potential contribution to the school and the gala.
Oh, this is a nightmare. A complete and utter nightmare. Sarah, I need to talk to you, please.
Blair, well, this is a surprise. Suddenly finding the time for a chat? What changed? Did my offer to fold napkins meet the impeccable standards after all?
No, Sarah, please, it's not like that. Well, it was like that, and that's what makes me so incredibly ashamed. Nadia, help me realize who you are.
Ah, I see. So the fog is lifted now that my LinkedIn profile has been reviewed? Suddenly my presence isn't so disruptive at the Cypress Resort?
No, Sarah, please, it wasn't about... well, it was about that initially, and that's the awful truth. I was so caught up in my little social hierarchy that I completely dismissed someone who was genuinely trying to contribute. It was shallow and wrong.
You made it abundantly clear that certain people, those not in your inner circle or lacking the right aesthetic, need not apply for genuine involvement. Folding napkins seemed to be the ceiling for my potential.
I know, and I am so deeply sorry. My behavior was based on a completely superficial and, as I said, disgusting way of evaluating people. I was so focused on image that I missed the person.
So if Nadia hadn't enlightened you, would I still be regulated to the napkin detail? Would my corporate event management background still be irrelevant to your Cypress chic vision?
You're right, that's the terrible truth. My apology wouldn't be happening if I were still ignorant, and that's what makes me feel so utterly reprehensible.
Your apology isn't about genuinely regretting your behavior towards another human being. It's about regretting how you treated the CEO of a company that your husband does business with.
No, well, yes, that realization was the catalyst, but now I see how awful I was, how condescending and dismissive. It wasn't just about your potential help with the gala, it was about how I made you feel.
You made me feel like an outsider. Like my willingness to contribute wasn't valued simply because I wasn't part of your inner circle or didn't project a certain image.
And I was so wrong, so incredibly wrong. Please, Sarah, is there anything I can do to even begin to make amends? I would be honored, truly honored, if you would consider being involved with the gala. Your expertise would be invaluable.
My expertise was available yesterday, Blair, before you knew my title. The fact that you're suddenly interested in it now speaks volumes.
I know, and I deserve your disdain. But please, for the sake of the school and the children, could we perhaps start over? I want to do better. I need to do better.
You know, Blair, the thing about furniture, good, solid pieces, is that their worth isn't determined by the label or the price tag alone. It's about the quality of the craftsmanship and the integrity of the materials. People are no different. Some of the most valuable contributions come from unexpected places, from people you might initially overlook based on superficial impressions. Maybe you should spend less time polishing your image and more time appreciating the genuine substance around you. As for your offer to start over, perhaps you should start by treating everyone with the same basic respect, regardless of their perceived status.
Sarah, please, if word gets out about what happened, my reputation will be ruined.
It's not about what happened, it's about what you did. And honestly, I'd say your reputation deserves to take a hit for that. The fall gala went ahead, and while Blair made a few awkward, overly enthusiastic attempts to engage me, I kept our interactions brief and polite. Nadia remained a genuine ally, often shooting me knowing glances across crowded rooms. As for Blair, her frantic attempts to regain social footing after her misjudgment were noticeable. Some parents who had perhaps experienced similar treatment seemed to observe her shift with a certain wry amusement. The PTA continued its activities, but the undercurrent of Blair's superficiality had been exposed, significantly altering the dynamics. I continued to contribute where I felt my skills were genuinely valued, focusing on initiatives that benefited the students directly. Ultimately, the experience served as a sharp reminder that true worth has nothing to do with titles or social posturing.
Seriously, Nick? What's your problem? You're glaring at me like I set your whole room on fire or something.
Don't even start with me, Brandy. I know you touched my switch while I was at soccer practice. Don't bother trying to deny it.
Oh, please. Why would I waste my precious time playing your little kid games? Maybe you just lost it or forgot where you left it. Wouldn't be the first time.
Nice try, but there's no one else it could have been. We don't have any other siblings, and Mom and Dad don't even know how to turn the thing on. You're the only one who touches my stuff without asking.
Maybe the dog did it. Maybe it's haunted. Not everything is my fault, you know.
Give it up, Brandy. You're not cute and you're not fooling anybody. You scratched the screen, broke one of the buttons, and worst of all, you saved over my game file.
Oh my god, are you seriously crying about a dumb little video game? You need to get a grip, Nick. Maybe if you spent less time playing and more time growing up, this wouldn't be such a big deal.
200 hours, Brandy! I spent 200 hours building that save file, leveling up, unlocking everything. It's all gone now because you couldn't keep your greedy hands off my stuff for 5 seconds!
Boo-hoo. Maybe it's a sign you should get out more. You know, meet a few real people instead of whatever fake friends you have in your dumb games.
I'm telling Mom and Dad, this time you're not weaseling out of it. They need to hear exactly what you did.
Yeah? Go ahead and tell them. You know they're not going to punish me. They never do. It's not my fault I'm the favorite.
Yeah, I know.
That's right. So why don't you run along and cry somewhere else? Some of us actually have important things to do today.
Seriously, Brandy, this time you've gone too far! You think it's funny stealing my games, my chargers, whatever, but stealing my wallet, that's a whole new level of messed up!
Oh my god, calm down. Why would I even want your ugly old wallet?
Don't even try it! I'm so sick of you lying to my face like this is all some big joke! I'm not stupid, Brandy! My entire paycheck was in there! It didn't just get up and walk away!
Wow, your whole paycheck? Your whole paycheck is $20? That's so pathetic! What kind of worthless loser only makes $20 in a single paycheck?
You did steal it! You just admitted it! Give me my money back, Brandy!
I did not.
Yeah, you did! I told you it had my whole paycheck in it, but you knew it was only $20! That means you must have stolen it!
Wow, you're such a massive loser nerd using that dumb mind trick on me.
Give me back my money, Brandy!
Nope, sorry, big bro, but that ship has sailed. Better luck next payday.
I'm not joking around! Give it back!
Oh, you're serious? Oops, guess I should mention I kinda already spent it.
You what?
Yeah, you snooze, you lose, right?
What did you even buy with it? It wasn't that much money.
Snacks. Mostly snacks.
Snacks? How many freaking snacks did you buy?
Like, a lot. I stocked up, okay? I'm gonna have the best late-night snack stash ever. All tucked away in my room where you can't touch it.
Unbelievable. Absolutely unbelievable. You stole my money to hoard junk food.
Cry harder, Nick. Go ahead. Tell Mom and Dad. See what happens. Oh, wait. They're just gonna pat me on the head and tell you to stop being so mean to your precious little sister.
Yeah, I know. I'm not wasting my breath.
That's right. They love me way more than they love you anyway. Always have, always will. You're just the background character around here.
You're unbelievable!
Remember my 15th birthday? You wanted a new pair of soccer cleats to use in your big championship game, but Mom and Dad said they couldn't afford it. Meanwhile, they threw me a party with a rented pony, 2 bounce houses, and a professional face painter.
Yeah, I remember. They made me sit there and watch you open presents all day while I had to duct tape my old glove together for the finals. Good times.
Exactly. You should have learned back then that you're never gonna beat me. Not at home, not anywhere.
Maybe, but it doesn't matter anymore.
Oh yeah? Why not? You finally gonna move into the basement and cry yourself to sleep every night?
No, I'm moving out. As soon as I graduate, I'm gone, off to college, away from you, away from all of this.
What? You can't leave. If you're gone, who am I supposed to get money from?
Get your own job, Brandy. There's a wild idea. Earn your own money like a grown-up.
Ew, no. Jobs are lame. I don't want to waste my life working like some loser.
Tough luck. You're gonna have to grow up someday. Can't mooch off Mom and Dad forever.
Watch me. I'm their favorite little princess, remember? They'll never kick me out.
Maybe, but good luck convincing anyone else to put up with you. You're on your own, Brandy. Hope your snack stash lasts a long, long time.
Hey, big bro, guess what? Mom and Dad kicked me out. Total shocker, right?
Not really. Honestly, I'm surprised it took them this long.
OMG, rude. Anyway, so I'm coming to crash at your place for a while. Hope you're cool with that.
No, absolutely not. You're not moving into my apartment, Brandy.
What? Come on! I'm your baby sister. You can't just leave me homeless.
You're not homeless, Brandy. You're irresponsible. There's a difference.
Whatever. You're just mad because I used to mess with your stuff all the time. Water under the bridge, bro. Forgive and forget.
Forgive you for what? Let's see. Stealing my wallet, ruining my games, eating my food, wrecking my car keys. You want me to keep going, or are you feeling nostalgic yet?
OMG, lighten up. That was forever ago. I'm a totally new person now.
Yeah? New person who somehow got herself kicked out of her own house? Explain that one.
Ugh, it's not even my fault. Mom and Dad are just being totally unfair. They said I don't contribute anything, and treat the house like a hotel, and steal food and money when nobody's looking. Like, excuse me for having needs.
Sounds a lot like what you did to me, except now you burned through Mom and Dad, too.
You're so judgmental. Seriously, I just needed a little help. Isn't that what family is supposed to do?
Family helps when you're actually trying to fix your life, not when you're treating everyone like a personal ATM.
OMG, you are so dramatic. It's not like I'm gonna stay forever, just until I get back on my feet.
Which, based on your track record, will be around never.
You're such a jerk. You think you're so much better than me just because you went to college?
No, Brandy. I think I'm better than you because I don't burn every bridge I walk across.
Whatever. You're not gonna leave me out in the cold. I know you're not that heartless.
You've mistaken family for free ride one too many times. You're not my problem anymore.
You can't just abandon me like this. What am I supposed to do? Live on the street like some stray dog?
Maybe you should have thought about that before you treated everyone like garbage.
I'm coming anyway. You can't stop me. I know exactly where you live, and you're not going to turn your own sister away when she's got nowhere else to go.
Try it, Brandy. See what happens. You think you're entitled to my life just because we shared DNA?
I have nowhere else to go. You're just going to let me starve to death out there all alone, aren't you? You're seriously that cold?
I'm not your safety net. You want to make it on your own? Figure it out like the rest of us had to.
You're cold and selfish. You just want me to starve to death out on the street all by myself while you sit in your cozy little apartment pretending I don't exist.
If you think setting boundaries is selfish, you're in for a rough life, Brandy. Grow up!
You'll regret this someday. You're gonna miss me when I'm gone, and you'll be all alone.
I'll take my chances. Good luck out there, Brandy. You're gonna need it a whole lot more than I do.
Wow! I gotta say, Nick, your place is way nicer than I expected. Seriously, I thought you'd be living in some gross dorm room with mold on the ceiling, but this is actually kinda cute.
Wait, what?
Yeah, I let myself in a couple hours ago. Your spare key was hidden under the mat, by the way. Might want to work on your security. Just saying.
You broke into my apartment?
Relax. It's not like I trashed anything. I'm just hanging out. Appreciating your cute little couch and your weirdly organized bookshelf. You're so OCD, it's hilarious.
Brandy, you have no right to be there! You can't just waltz into my life whenever you screw yours up! This isn't your place!
Oh, chill out. You weren't even using it. It was just sitting here all empty and lonely while you were off being mad at me. I'm giving it some love.
I'm 2 seconds away from calling the cops on you, Brandy! I swear to God!
Oh, please. You're not gonna rat out your own sister. You're too soft for that.
Soft? You literally broke into my place while I was out! I'm supposed to just be okay with that?
Jeez, dramatic much? I didn't break anything. I'm just borrowing your living room and your Wi-Fi. And okay, maybe a little bit of your food.
What food?
Relax, just a couple of things from the fridge. No biggie. I was starving.
What fridge did you eat from, Brandy? Be specific. Was it the silver one or the smaller white one shoved in the corner?
The little white one. The big fridge was locked for some reason. You should really label your stuff better, Nick.
Oh my God, you ate from the white fridge?
Yeah? Why are you freaking out? It's not like food goes bad that fast.
Brandy, that's not even my fridge! That fridge belonged to my old roommate, Alex! He moved out over a year ago!
Wait, what?
Yeah, he left the fridge here when he bailed on the lease. It's been unplugged since last summer. I only kept it because I didn't feel like hauling it downstairs.
You're lying. You're messing with me, right?
I wish I was, you 8-year-old abandoned food, Brandy!
No. That's not possible. It looked fine. There were sandwiches and stuff.
Those sandwiches were fossilized when Biden was still doing his inauguration speech. How could you not notice they smelled like death?
They didn't smell that bad. Maybe a little funky, but I thought it was just like hipster food or something.
Hipster food, Brandy! That wasn't hipster, that was a biohazard!
Oh my god. Oh my god. My stomach feels weird. Really weird. Like, not normal at all.
Yeah, no kidding! You probably just gave yourself the world's worst food poisoning! Congratulations, you absolute moron!
I feel awful. I'm gonna die, Nick. You're gonna feel so bad when I'm dead on your cute little couch.
First of all, if you puke on my couch, I'm sending your corpse a bill. Second, you broke into my place and poisoned yourself. This is officially the dumbest thing you've ever done, and that's saying something.
I'm serious, Nick. My stomach is doing flips. It feels like there's a demon and they're doing cartwheels.
Good! Maybe next time you'll think before you break into someone's house and chow down on year-old mystery meat.
Oh no. I think I'm gonna be sick. Like, really sick. Like, start writing my will sick.
You better not be sick all over my apartment. I'm warning you, Brandy.
You're so mean to me. I'm dying and you're yelling about your stupid couch?
You broke into my home, you raided a zombie fridge, you poisoned yourself, and somehow this is still my fault?
I didn't know, okay? I thought it was normal food.
In what world does a rock-hard sandwich and green yogurt seem normal to you?
I was hungry and desperate, okay? I didn't think about it.
Clearly, thinking's never really been your strong suit.
You're such a jerk, Nick. I'm literally dying over here.
You're not dying. You're learning a valuable life lesson. Next time, don't steal and don't break into places where you don't belong.
I'm never gonna forgive you for this. If I die, it's going in my ghost diary that it was your fault.
Good! I'll frame it and hang it over my new puke-free couch. Thanks for the warning.
I gotta go.
So, have you just about emptied yourself out? Tell me, did it mostly come out of the top or the bottom? Actually, no, don't tell me that.
Nick, this is the worst I've ever felt in my life. I'm literally dying over here. You don't even care, do you?
Oh, I care. I care a lot. I care so much that I'm sitting here laughing so hard I almost pulled a muscle.
You're evil. Seriously. I'm your little sister, and you're just sitting there gloating while I'm curled up in a bowl dying in your gross apartment.
Correction, you broke into my not gross apartment, raided a fridge that should have been condemned by the CDC, and now you're paying the price. I'm just enjoying the natural consequences.
My stomach is doing cartwheels. I swear I just heard it make a noise that sounded like a dying cat.
Nice! Maybe you'll start speaking fluent zombie by the time the cops show up.
Wait, what? What are you talking about?
Oh, forgot to mention, I called the police about, the whole breaking and entering thing. They're on their way right now.
What? You didn't. Tell me you're joking, Nick.
Nope, dead serious. The next time you puke, it's gonna be in a cold, dark cell with a dozen hardened criminals.
Oh my God, Nick! You can't have me arrested. I'm your sister.
You're my criminal little sister who broke into my place and poisoned herself with relic food. Honestly, this whole thing is gonna make an amazing police report.
You are the worst. I hate you. I hate you so much right now.
The feeling's mutual, Brandy. But hey, maybe jail food will be fresher than what you found in that fridge.
I'm gonna be sick again just thinking about it. You're seriously just gonna let them come pick me up?
Pretty much. Hope you didn't leave any biological evidence in the living room. Might want to start flushing everything you can, like now.
Nick, you are such a jerk. I'm sick and miserable, and you're treating me like garbage.
Funny. Sounds a lot like how you treated everybody else your whole life. Karma's a beast, huh?
I'm never forgiving you for this. Never.
Good. I'll sleep a lot better knowing you're not sneaking into my fridge while I'm asleep.
You are so dead when I get out of this.
Promises, promises. Better save your strength, Brandy. Wouldn't want you to throw up on the nice officers. Brandy really outdid herself this time. Not only did she get arrested for breaking into my apartment, but she also managed to throw up all over the back seat of the cop car. The officers were not too thrilled. Then she got booked into county jail, and guess what? She puked on the poor bailiff who was just trying to fingerprint her. At that point, even I almost felt bad. Almost. But the best part? A few hours later during her bail hearing, she let it rip again, right onto her public defender. Full-on projectile vomit mid-sentence. The judge didn't even flinch. He just calmly added the cost of cleaning the lawyer's ruined suit to her fines. I gotta say, watching karma hit Brandy like a runaway train was the highlight of my week, maybe even my year. Hopefully she finally learned a little something about taking things that don't belong to her. Or at the very least, she learned not to eat year-old sandwiches out of abandoned fridges. Either way, my couch is safe, my fridge is secure, and Brandy's reign of terror is officially over. For now, anyway.
Thank you for watching. Please subscribe and hit the like button. See you next time.